Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Mercedes and this is the Frugal Life with Mercedes. So we are going to do a February finance recap. As you guys know, if you've been with me and if you are new here, 2025, I am laser focused on my goals and I am calling it a no-buy year. But just to refresh you guys, I will be buying food, I will be couponing, paying my bills, things like that. But the point is to be very mindful about what I'm bringing into the house and what I am spending money on. And I am a work in progress. I am not perfect by any means, but no clothes, shoes, accessories, household items. I do live with a significant other, and he is free to buy and bring in what he wants. And but he's pretty he's on board with it, but of course, we both make our own individual decisions. But so if things get brought into the house, that doesn't mean that I bought them, and I don't use him as a loophole either. So for the month of February, I stuck to my budget. I did really well this month. February was kind of an expensive month, but I knew that going in, so I was able to budget accordingly and take care of that. I did get my eyebrows done. It's not microblading. I think she called them. It's called something else. This is only my third time ever having my eyebrows done. The first time I had them microbladed, and the second and third time she did a different technique. And I think that they look better this way. But they're super, super dark right now. So today is Tuesday, the 25th, and I got these done on the 23rd. So they're fresh. They're not even healed yet. So that is why they look so dark. But they will lighten up and become more natural looking. But I had to make that appointment 6 months out. So I made this in the fall of 2024. I wanted to make sure my eyebrows were on point because I'm getting married in June. So I had to super plan ahead, make the appointment in the fall so I could have them done at the beginning of 2025 so they have time to heal. The other thing is too, you want to be very careful with sun exposure when you are getting a tattoo or permanent makeup or microbladed eyebrows. It can be really bad for the healing process, especially in the very, very beginning, because I can't put sunblock on this while it's healing. So I like to do them in the winter time for that purpose. But anyway, so I wanted to make sure I had them done for my wedding this summer. But anyway, that's a whole big thing. These are not that expensive, but I knew that I would have that coming up, so I budgeted for that. I also did my taxes in the month of February. I always owe when I do taxes, and it's never very much. It's very minuscule, but I know that I always owe. And part of that is because I am single. I have a significant other, but we are not legally married yet. So if you are single with no children, no dependents, and you are a content creator, chances are you are going to owe. And you can pay quarterly, but like I said, what I pay is so it's minuscule, but it's not in my norm. Every month I'm not paying tax. You know what I mean? Federal taxes and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, so just a couple of things. In the month of February, I had a medical appointment that I knew I was going to have to pay out of pocket for some of it because my insurance doesn't cover it. I'm perfectly okay. Everything's all right. But it's just something that I had to do. And, that's a really great thing about budgeting is I'm not going to have to do that again until next year. So you can budget for it. You can save for it. You can plan for it. And so February usually is my most expensive month out of the year. In all honesty, it is just because of taxes and different things that I do around this time of year. So I just get them all done. But I stayed on budget and I did really good, but February was very expensive. And so I was able to put some extra money towards my car, which you guys know is my goal, is to get that paid off as fast as possible. But I was not able to put as much extra towards it as I did in January. In January, I put a ton of extra money towards my car, so I'm really excited about that. And yeah, so that's been really great, but otherwise really staying on budget, and I think that everything is going really well. So I hope that you guys got something out of that, and if not, I hope that that encourages you, that it's, we can all have goals and we can all have like where we want to go, but we all have starting points. When I first started out budgeting and trying to be mindful of where my money was going, I had no idea how much I was spending on gas. I had no idea how much I was spending on anything really. And when you finally sit down and look at it, and then you're like, okay, well, that explains it, or that explains why I can't pay this or why I can't do that. And we all just have to start somewhere. Oh, but a positive for the month of February, I haven't talked about gas all that much, but my car is very small and I don't use a lot of gas to begin with. But in the month of February, I only put $10 in gas in my car, which was pretty awesome. So I take that as a win. I always set $40 aside every month for my gas. I never come close to spending $40. Maybe like 20, 25, once in a while 30. It depends how many times I had to, I drove to my parents' house because my parents live about a half hour away. So if I've got to go to them multiple times for some reason, then of course that's going to use more gas. But just my regular driving, I don't use a lot of gas. And my car is very small and very gas efficient. So that was kind of cool. And I know my partner was kind of jealous about that. But he drives a more gas guzzling car. So, I always remind him, like, you can always get a tiny car like I've got. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to my channel. If you did not know, I have an Instagram, The Frugal Life with Mercedes. Until next time, guys, bye.